Hi folks, welcome back to the Horde. Look at this, this is something you haven't seen in a while. A little sunshine, got the whole melting thing going on here. 32 degrees Fahrenheit according to that one. That says my battery's all charged. You see the green lights on, the old Energizer is up to par. It says 0.2 degrees centigrade. It's about 11:30 now. This one is off, right? That guy's off. Or 11:45 or somewhere near 12. This is 12:08. Anyway, it is Sunday. It is the 8th. And that is about right. It is about 32 degrees. So here we are. Welcome to Sunday. I wanted to come up here because I like to check on this place once in a while. And you guys could see I am getting a little water coming under the door there. Been a tough winter on everything. I mean, I don't have water all over the place in the garage. You guys could see the floor is just dry. But I do have a little over there, and you guys could kind of see why, right? As all this is melting, is coming in. I do like to check on this place fairly regularly just to make sure I got nothing bad going on. Nobody moved in, right? You know, I don't want to find a family of possum in here or something. That would be not good. I'm going to grab this meter while I'm up here. So, what am I up to? Guys, I'm getting back to some of the projects that I should have worked on all winter. By the way, this is still slippery and dangerous, so you guys might get to witness me falling on my butt after all. So, I'm back on the 200X conversion to a 200S motor. Sorry about the wind. Gotta go slow here. We're gonna try not to break anything important. Success. So anyway, I dug that back out, put air in the tires, and on with the conversion. My buddy Stoney, up there by Albany, he's kind of paying attention to this conversion because he wants to do this conversion also. And here we are. I got the chain. I dug up a sprocket. This engine didn't have a sprocket on it, so I dug one up for it. Back sprocket's not great. Not horrible, but not great. I'm going to use it for the time being. I got to throw the chain on there, make sure everything lines up. But I think the answer is, yeah, it does, right? I don't know if you guys could see from here. I don't know, where's my finger? From here and then straight down, you could kind of see the top of the sprocket. So the chain thing is good. I mentioned to you guys that one has to use the original 200X mounting hardware. Particularly important for the front plates. The 200S front plates will not work, but even when you use the 200X mounting hardware, there are going to be a couple of complications, and I'll show you. For this particular spot, right? Oh, could you guys see the space right there where my finger is moving? So we could probably take that up with a washer. And then the other side, this is the spacer for the other side. It's it seems to be a little too tight, so I'm going to have to cut that down. The side I cut is the side I'm going to put up against the frame, because if I damage something, I'd rather wear on a metal frame than wear on an aluminum case. The front mount appears to be good. I still have to check the spacing here, then I'll put the cover on it. You guys remember, I got this engine running. It drove me a little bit crazy because turns out they put this guy in 180 off. This comes out and you can flip it right around. That was 180 off. So I'd pull the string and it'd pull back and try to tear my arm out of its shoulder. Very enjoyable. I put air in the front tire. This front tire is, I think, too big for this bike. I don't know, could you guys see the spacing in here? Right, very tight. It's a brand new tire. I think it's a little too big, but when it's full of air, it seems to roll by barely. Right? What do I have, a 1/4 inch there? I mean, I really got nothing. So there's that. I was hoping to come out here and in a matter of, you know, a half hour be doing donuts on the lawn. That does not appear is going to happen today. My wife has a recital, so I have to run out. And tomorrow I get to go visit the dentist because I cracked a tooth and I gotta go see the chiseler and have him fix that. You know, it sucks everything breaking all at the same time, but at least it wasn't anything important like me falling down the stairs and me breaking a leg or something. So it might just take me a little while, longer than I wish, but my goal is to try to fire this up and take it for a little rip snot, at least up and down the driveway. I might have to do it on the portable, well, I'm probably going to do it on the portable ignition system just to get started. I have a couple of days of no snow, no rain, nothing predicted, well, other than a load of melting. So I'm going to be able to leave that out. I don't have to keep taking it in and out of the garage. When I do the driveway, I deliberately try to get on the grass here a little bit, and you can see it works. Because what could happen with this snow, as it melts and freezes onto the driveway, you can end up with a little seal here, and then quite honestly the water will just keep building and building and building, and before you know it, you got a seal along the length and you can't get rid of it. This winter's been absolutely murder on my driveway. It's cracked all over the place. It's really got beat up bad. I mean, everywhere you see, you can see cracks. This crack was always here where they mounted them, but it's got more pronounced. I got this puddle thing going on, and this. So yeah, this winter's just been murder on everything. I personally wasn't prepared, and that was my fault. I mean, I got through the winter, I survived. My general preparation allowed me to do that, but I didn't do a good job, and to some extent I paid for it. So here we are. There are some things I need to cut down. There are some things I need to add washers to. You know, little tweaks here and there. Once again, you gotta go with the original 200X hardware to put a 200S motor on it, including the intake manifold for the carburetor. You need a 200X, and I bought one of those. And as I was fishing around the garage, I didn't see it, so I gotta look a little harder because I do have to get this thing put together. There are a couple of 200X part engines that I have floating around that I could probably steal one from, though I'd rather not do that. I try to keep stuff as intact as possible. Why do I do that? I buy a lot of projects that people have worked on, and I go crazy when it's like every critical part, every part that's hard to find is missing, or you go to work on it and they've kind of stolen like nuts and bolts. So you need like one 8mm bolt, and then one 9mm bolt, or one 10mm bolt. You know, it's like every 30 seconds you're out searching for another item to put the whole mess together. So I really do my best to, if I have something that's intact, more or less intact, I try to keep it that way. I've taken to using these Ziploc bags for a lot of my parts, and it really seems to help keep things in one place. Just a little trick for you guys. I gotta tear this chain apart. I think this tire might be done. I have so many half sets of tires floating around, half pairs, so even if I do get a matched set of tires, the rims don't match. Another frustrating thing about having a hoard. What I should do is get a dumpster in and have it sit here for 1 week. That way I have to do everything within a week. There'll be no fooling around. And in that week I should go through my mountain of tires and make all the hard decisions and get those mountain of tires into the dumpster, get them ready to leave here. I should also just a bunch of other stuff. I picked up that huge motor fan thing. It was a side of the road type thing, and I plugged it in, and sure enough it goes round and round, which is pretty cool. But obviously I haven't used it. Haven't used it in the 10-12 years that I have it. Even if I bring it to a flea market, who's going to give me anything for that cobbed up wreck of a rat trap? If I show them that it works, I might get $20 for it. But look how much space it's taken up for what it is. This is the next thing I want to get to. The X shouldn't be a long project. This is getting long. My ADD buddy probably already left me. I came up with this C channel, and let me quickly show you what the problem is. This is about 6 foot of C channel. What I'm thinking I need to do is get C channel, and quite honestly, and I might have to buy it. I don't know if I have enough long enough. And this stuff isn't the kind of stuff that you kind of put together mid-length or anything, or at least you don't do it well. It's about $10 or 20, maybe $20. I looked at it at Home Depot. Maybe it's $20 for the full length, which is 8 foot or 10 foot, whatever. My thoughts are to have that C channel for the entire length of the cart. And no, I'm dropping the body on the cart. The live axle with the pillow bearings will be basically on the C channel. The frame that the motor's sitting on will be on the C channel. Obviously the linkage will be mixed between the two, and I got to see what I got to do with the front end, because I would really rather have it sit level rather than the front. You know, I don't really want to rake it. Maybe it'll be cooler as a rake, but I'm trying to use it as a utility vehicle. So everything's moving. I got a lot of the parts in. The pillow bearing should be here tomorrow, so that'll be good. I started to take the front end apart, Yesterday I spent a lot of the day fooling around with batteries, and I figured if I put up another gel cell video, one of you guys might commit hara-kiri on me, and that's not good for you. So we'd rather not have subscribers jumping off of bridges or anything. Anyway, folks, I want to thank you for watching and commenting and subscribing. Remember to keep your feet down, keep your head up, and remember to enjoy all your days. Don't let any days get by. Make sure you have fun with all of them. Bye now.